on the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called.
Huh?
The Patriots. They'll have 2.
Is it still echoing? I don't think that's me.
Here in this first quarter.
That's somebody else, man. I can hear it.
They don't want to
I can hear it.
Outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm talking to the controller. It can't be me.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now 4th down and 1.
And he'll have the first down,
Nope.
getting this one to the 14.
Might have been you.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the
Ain't me.
width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14. On 1st down. It's Banks. Showed off the toughness, but still corrals.
Might find out who it is.
At the 6. 7 yards on
Hello?
the up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both
Yo.
know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't.
That might be smooth.
Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that. Inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Yeah, I just muted myself. Whose mic is that, man?
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hello.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job with him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Carrying the game for Cordero Patterson. And he will have the Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, New England.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play.
Hands mic, man.
Where he runs through people. But they were
Oh, that was
right there
not.
waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Jones.
First down, Patriots.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
At his own 48-yard line. A 6-yard
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
and a Patriot first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. There's Washington. Touchdown, New England.
Complete to number 13.
James Washington, 46 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It was incomplete.
That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Again, Jackson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Patrick Queen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They go play action with Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he comes back with one complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
56. Mike, 56 right there, 56.
4th down, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack It's a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Dancing to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get this out left, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens cut into that lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback.
And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Play action. It's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Second down at the 19-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 9.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down now, it's Patterson. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At his own 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground is Michel. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At that 18-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.